I just combined a bunch of things in one.
Hey, fellows and lady, do you know what time it happens to be?
What time is it, Jake?
Oh,
Time to Jake.
I
Time
It
to
thought
Jake.
is.
you were saying it last time.
It is 8:58 p.m. Central
And
Standard Time, and it's
it's
9:58 Eastern Time. But
What
more
time?
importantly, it's potty time. I gotta go potty. Um,
It's
yes, it is the after show. The
it
show
was
that
already on the
happens.
screen, so I figured
Well,
it was fine.
it's not
I
on
accidentally
the
released the
screen.
clicker. I was holding it for so long.
No,
You see
it's
the tip of the penis right
you
there.
only see the tip of the penis.
I completely forgot that was
There you
there.
go.
I don't like that.
There's your after show.
That's their
So
peak right
this
there.
is the after
Why can't I
show.
erase that?
Of course, it's the show that happens when the show's over. It's just us talking stuff. We talked about what happened today. We talked about maybe some of the other side paths we could have taken. It's mostly just me talking, so feel free other people to talk. I feel like I take up a lot of the talking time. We also like to answer chat questions. So if you have anything you'd like to ask us about the show, ask us about our characters, our peoples, who we are. I'm pretty sure my intro covered who we are, though. So if you didn't pay attention,
Yeah,
go
you
back
know
and
our
watch that.
lives now. You know our LinkedIn information.
Our LinkedIn. You got our LinkedIn's. So
They
I'll
did.
shut up.
They did learn our professions.
Which do you mean? Do you mean Catheriney or Cinna? Because I would argue maybe Cinna's not. Maybe not particularly white.
Yeah, I'm a boy too. If you're talking about me,
So I got kind of a. I know I usually start off these things, and I usually talk a lot, but I like to give you guys the chance to talk and maybe elaborate on your character. So we talked a little bit this week about music. Music plays a large part of.
large pot.
Shut the fuck up. A large part of life.
You're in a large pot.
So yeah, we have our bard Catheriney, who likes to sing songs all the time.
And get us in trouble for it.
And
I
just-
what? No, I got myself in trouble for it. You weren't even attached to it. I was just enjoying I don't really get to sing very often, and when I did, I wanted to belt it out.
Well, you know, the interesting thing about bards is they don't have to be musical. They could be storytellers. They could
Like
be
Matt Mercer. He's a
I was gonna say like
storytelling
me,
bard.
but yeah, sure.
Tom does the same
I
thing.
saw a meme earlier today, and it was some guy from a movie, and I don't know what because I hadn't seen it, but it looked like a buff Matt Mercer, and so the meme was saying, what would happen if you had a bard Matt Mercer versus a fighter Matt Mercer, and now
Great.
that's the only thing in my head.
great story. Okay, so music. We'll just go down the line. What song do you mostly relate your character with? And we'll start with, of course, Mr. Rance.
Well, it's interesting you should ask, because Six was partially inspired by a song called "Poor Wayfaring Stranger." It's old, but has been covered many times, and that's part of the. I think I first heard that song like halfway through our Trouble Everyone adventure, and that's where I started to, like, develop more of Six's personality.
What about the song resonates with you? What kind of song is it, first of all?
Well, let me pull up the lyrics. So it's sung in different genres. The one that I like the most is, I guess, like indie rock, maybe. It's by, go on my playlist. Listen to it all the time. Um,
And one more time, what was it called?
Poor Wayfaring Stranger,
Poor
or it's sometimes called Wayfaring Stranger.
Joe Slovic.
It's oh, come on.
Oh, from the movie, 1917.
Yeah, it's in that one. Poor Man's Poison is the artist I like the most. It's also been sung by Johnny Cash, which is also a good version.
Everyone loves him.
There was a story that it came about from two Civil War soldiers being, I think they're probably Southern, in jail together. They knew they were going to die, and one of them came up with this song to soothe the other. But that was it's fun to think about, but I think they said it came from like Germany in actuality. But yeah, that's the song that I most attribute to 6.
Awesome. Well, you already know who's next. Obviously, it's gonna be Kobe.
So, Dane's so ready for it. I don't know, dude. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, what would it be? I don't honestly know. I mean, off the top of my head, it'd have to be that Constant Sorrow.
Man of Constant Sorrow.
Yeah.
We're out there.
What are
Yeah.
these songs? I've not heard of any of these.
I haven't either, but that's just because I don't listen to music.
Well, I don't know. It's probably 'cause-
Constant sorrow.
yeah,
Oh, I know that song.
yeah. But it's probably because that's kind of how Dane's been his whole life. You know, just things have never really gone his way until recently. But yeah.
And he doesn't change the batteries on his fire detector.
Fuck,
Smoke
dude.
detector.
It just started going off today, and I gotta do it.
Mm.
Like, it started going off earlier, like while we were playing, and it was pissing me off.
All right. Who should be next? I think it's Jared's turn.
Oh, perfect. So for me, the song that definitely best describes Cat, let me go ahead and pull it up. It's a real banger. I actually listened to it recently. I found
Is it a
it
bop?
off. It's a bop. I sent it to you actually last week, Jake.
Did you?
Um,
Oh
yeah, I
yeah,
did.
I listened to that. That was good.
It's a banger. I've been recently watching a lot of anime, and I found this song called Mayday. It's by Cold Rain and Ryo. It's a real fucking bop. However, there's some times when Kat's feeling down, she's feeling a little sad inside. So is Jared. So the song Greek Tragedy by the Wombats, but the Oliver Nelson rendition of it is very good. It's a real slapperoo on the thigh-a-roo. It's a real slap daddy. I like that a lot. Those are my favorite songs. How do they describe Cat? Happiness and depression. Just a twisted world of sadness and loving yourself.
Is it the Fire Force opening, Mayday?
Yeah.
That's real funny, because that's where I got Dane's smile thing from.
Oh yeah, from Sheena.
Yeah.
You haven't actually. Sorry to segue before we get to one of the other people, but you haven't talked about Dane liking to smile and being a.
He doesn't. No, he did. It's like Shinro's from Fire Force. Like, it happens when his emotions are heightened. So I probably should have said it today, but I was just my throat was hurting after that scream.
And we
So
go
you
ahead.
woke up, you're streaming, and you're just smiling while you're. While
So
you're,
while he was asleep, because he didn't wake up and scream. He screamed to sleep, So it was probably afterwards when he after he got punched and everything. That's when he was probably smiling like real wide.
Savannah.
Oh, yeah, I've been trying to think of the answer this entire time.
Oh, Cocaine Jesus also is really good. That's a bop.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of the answer. I can't think of it myself, but there's a pretty good one on a playlist that Jake has made for Arts. Does Jacob want to take a guess on which one is my favorite?
Probably your Nothing More song. Or wait, no, is it Undone by Weezer? Or is it My Name Is
No.
Human by Highly Suspect?
That one's second.
Second? Shoot, I don't know.
Heathens.
Oh, why? I mean, oh yeah,
Because Six and Dane,
That
they
makes sense.
heathens.
They're
Also
pretty-
we
pretty
heathens.
annoying,
Also
yeah.
just like the band. Just kidding. No, yeah, no. I put together a playlist for each of our characters, and on Arx's I did put a few songs that I felt really encapsulated them. And
Jakes, what's Cinna's? What's
I don't-
Cinna's song?
You know what? This
You have
whole
to
week-
go too. You're a
I know,
player.
but like this whole, I'm not. This whole week I was thinking about that. Not really. I work for a living, so I don't actually have time to think about things like that.
you
Mine's
said
kinda,
that like we don't work for a living.
mine's kind of weird. I'm gonna probably have to flip a coin here because it's either between Sunflower from Post Malone, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse song.
Good song.
Or... Do what?
The Sunflower one? When Post Malone?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
the one called Sunflower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunflower.
Or Chemistry by Semisonic, which is kind of just a alt rock song that kind of fell by the wayside.
I don't even know that song.
Well, it's about chemistry, so that's
A lot
why
of people
Cinna
don't.
likes it.
It's about
Cinna's
love.
And it's not about chemistry.
It's about chemistry as when
Like
we
you
had
have
chemistry,
chemistry with
somebody
someone?
else. Yeah.
Oh.
I suppose.
Yeah, but I put together all these playlists, and I was thinking, and I have like maybe 10 to 15 songs on each person, and then Senna's I have like 4 songs on, so I really haven't thought about Senna's enough to have. But the point of this exercise, and Thomas, I'll let you go say your favorite song, but I'm pretty sure it's not a song, it's a podcast. But the point of this exercise was to help you guys think about your character a little bit more and give them some music to bop to.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, did someone ask us this? I was very confused
This is
initially.
No,
what-
this
this is
is
what I
just
asked.
Jake.
Because I'm all about you stepping into the shoes of your character, and if you start writing down things that they like, things that they dislike, that's the easiest way to do it. Thomas, what's your favorite song?
my favorite song in general.
Or whatever you attribute to your DMness.
Well, whenever I DM this campaign, I just think of Zombies by the Cranberries. It's a good song.
I want to Zombies by the Cranberries.
Do you not know that one, Jared?
I don't think I do.
You might
Great
have
song.
heard
You
it
probably
before.
heard it.
Mhm.
I think you've probably heard it because I think I remember the radio. Yeah,
I
your
really
mom
want to
playing
sing it
songs
right
on the
now, but we're
radio.
on Twitch, so no, so I won't.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
get
unmute
DMCA'd.
myself.
Yeah, I don't want to sing it. I do want to sing it, but I won't. I also like using my Cranberries voice because it's just it's a fun voice to do.
Yeah, so those are my two.
That's a bop.
It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite song, but it's what I associate with this horror themed thing. Also, like just sort of came up with that off the top of my head. Whenever I prep for this campaign, when I was first reading Curse of Strahd, the actual published material, because I read it from cover to cover before actually like planning anything, I basically just listened to like scary soundtrack music from horror movies and from video games to just sort of like get me in the spooky zone. While I prep each session, I was telling Kobe this before the session, but it's like I just listen to lo-fi beats to chill or sleep to, or I listen to there's the same sort of like YouTube like radio live stream sort of things. It's like oldies music playing in the other room while there's a thunderstorm going on outside. And it just chills me out while I write. It's just like my writing music in general.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna share my playlist, Thomas, because I care about you and I want you to listen to my lo-fi music as well.
I want to listen to your lo-fi music. I've listened to Chilled Cows enough to where it's just I recognize the songs now and I just want fresh material. So I hope you got some fresh material for me.
I think I might have some fresh info for you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't like lo-fi beats that much.
Did you make it yourself, Jared?
This is actually our friend Will, or Jake's friend Will. I guess our friend Will. All of our friends.
Okay.
Oh, the playlist, not the actual song.
It's
He's talking about the playlist.
Oh no, I didn't make the music. No, absolutely not. But it's just that. No, I'm not that. I don't have fucking.
Okay. I will listen to every one of these songs while I prep for session next week. Although I don't have to prep much, simply because you guys have just reached town, and when you guys enter town, you could literally go anywhere. So I had to prep this entire town before this session, but I am like 80% prepped for the next however many sessions.
Yeah.
Where did you
Yeah, that's
think?
good.
Where did you think we were gonna end today? About where we did? Or going
So
somewhere else?
in regards to my expectations, aside from the fact of I don't know where you're going, I put it most likely. So my thought would be that you would either this is definitely like one of the things that I considered is that you would be walking through potentially on your way to the church and simply see the Home for Separated Children and decide to look into it simply because you have children with you that are not yours. As much as Katharine believes that Reek belongs to her,
They have to be
Not
separated.
my child.
I figured that this was a potential path. Other options would have included asking villagers for more specific directions and having them direct you to places like the inn or like certain shops and
I think
go
we're-
there first.
I think we're all just reserved because we we have rules we have to follow now.
Yeah. Observing the rules first, and then
That actually brings me to a question that I want to ask is what are your guys' impressions on Vallaki day one?
Uncomfortable.
Weird.
I
Dude, I
mean,
can't fucking steal and get
Yeah,
caught.
it
so that
seems
really
like it's an
sucks.
oppressed utopia with a bunch of strings. Maybe there's some weird ceremony that happens every week that we're
Wow.
gonna figure out. Apparently, it's mandatory if you stay in town. I say we just leave the day
Leave the
of,
day before, yeah,
and then come
and
back.
then come back.
That's it.
Jinx, dude, we had the same fucking idea.
No, I think it's worth sitting around and seeing. I'm not enjoying it. I think everybody's just kind of, not ready for civilization. We've just been kind of in the boonies for the last.
Yeah,
What?
I kind of expected this to
Sections.
be a little bit of a culture shock, that like it'll take a little bit for everyone to sort of settle in, which is why I gave you that sort of time to reflect upon what your character's feelings are right before you enter town,
That was good.
before you actually even had any impressions on town.
I like that you gave us that, and
It also gave me a good excuse to have Dane roll his Constitution saving throw. That was
fucking
that was
killing it with
specifically
him.
why I wrote that.
I'm fucking killing it with the Constitution saving throws for that.
You are. Life could be a
Don't
whole
say
lot
that.
harder for you.
Because like,
That's
well,
really
because
good.
like Thomas just said, it could be a whole lot harder if I failed them. But I'm pretty sure the last 2 times you've had me roll for it, I've crit, like passing.
You have crit the last 2 times. Actually, the first time you crit, you thought you were done, but
Yeah.
you've learned that that's not how it works.
No, fuck,
so.
Dan- fuck. Dan's going into prison tonight. Because if he screams again in the morning, like that'll kill the vibe.
shit.
Those other people's
That'll
were
kill the
The
vibe.
vibe.
of the town. Those other guys that like were on like the stocks.
That's why we're going to the doctor. You're sick.
They were up there to fucking because they killed the vibe.
I said our friend is sick, and we're gonna go to the doctor. So maybe we can help you. I don't know. Not have dreams. Is that a thing?
Thomas, quick question. So would the numeric, like, would numbers be the same in common and in like infernal and stuff like that?
I'm gonna say no.
No.
Our world uses common numbering system,
Yeah.
but that I'm not bringing that over to our world if that's fine with Rand, since he's in more of a creation position with our world.
yeah, I haven't really thought of that. So
I'm gonna can I make the
Yeah.
call and say no, that each
That's
language has
fine.
their own written numbers as well as letters, rather than just having a universal number set.
yeah, there's some languages that it says in like D&D, like I think Dwarven and Orcish and Orc are like this maybe there's no written language for Orc. Um and so like uh there's some like are spoken the same but like with different dialects. So maybe some might be like some overlap with some different languages, but I don't know about Common and Infernal.
already.
I'd probably say no.
I'm asking because Dane can speak, but he can't read or write Common. So I was thinking like, can he do like math? You know?
Wait, how do you learn new words? You just have to hear them?
Yeah. Like it taught. Yeah. Dane grew up with Common, like hearing it, but he didn't grow up reading it and stuff like that.
That's what belittling means.
Yeah. See, so
That
that's
was
like
funny.
when he heard the belittle thing, he's like, oh, so that's what that means.
He thought that was just something Six was.
Yeah.
Being little.
Be little.
Yeah. So I'm asking about that, but Dane can do monies. That's because that's because they're told he knows when I buy this will come out of like.
I
how much
mean, being
monies I
able to
have.
being able to mentally do mental math doesn't have anything to do with literacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Reach is pretty bad at everything. So
We're like 2 steps away from like Dane has a soul unlike Reek. But,
Reek is also 6.
Yeah, Reek is the coolest kid. I don't know why. I'm gonna die for this kid.
Like, what do you think the education system is like? You guys were in the village of Barovia.
well,
No,
Did you see the
Non-existent.
school?
There was. I don't think so. I think the education's non-existent. Like no formal. It's just kind of like, here's some words. Go farm.
I don't think we looked for a school.
I don't think so.
School has not been mentioned thus far in the campaign.
I bet
either.
they're like a religious school and kind of thing, like, we will teach you the ways of the Lord.
It's all virtual learning. So
All right. It's time to the time where we talk about our favorite moments of the episode.
Real quick, hard rule on this week's favorite moments: it's not allowed to be the thing I said about cookies.
Damn it! I just
No, that's not allowed. That's
caught me
no
off
one's
guard.
favorite moment.
It is.
What
but-
if we have no favorite moment and that could be the only one?
Well, then I
It seems like you don't
suck
get-
as a DM
Yeah,
then.
it
We
seems
all-
like you don't get enjoyment out of it.
There was
We
no
all-
combat.
We all agree that
Oh,
that was
man.
our favorite moment, but what was everybody's second favorite moment?
Yeah. Okay. So
That's
yeah. So
fair.
we're moving straight on to what is everyone's second favorite moment of the session.
That's a good question. I would say,
Oh,
go ahead.
oh no, Jared, go ahead. Sorry, I just got excited. I figured out
I
what
would
mine is.
say, I would say that's finally when I was able to try Sugar. I think that was a fun interaction. Aragol is a freaking hilarious character. 10 out of 10.
I
Guys,
did.
I would say that was probably my second favorite part.
Oh, do you like how I play the Vistani?
Yeah, I love how you.
Okay, so again, Mandy Mod, who made the map, who I said homebrews a third of this thing, rewrote the entire characterization of who the Vistani are, what their culture is, and what their personalities are supposed to be like. They are super different in the rules as written. I'll just tease that, and that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Okay, then I changed my second. It's gonna be the guard interaction with all of us. That was hilarious.
Oh, you like that?
That was fun.
That went a lot. That'll went so much smoother than I was expecting. I was expecting some difficulty from y'all.
No,
Yeah,
dude, I
that's
wanted to get into town.
I think we were all eager beavers.
Mm.
All right.
I got a favorite moment.
Yeah, Savannah.
It's where I punched Dane in the navel.
In the navel.
The very first part of the night.
Literally the
Yes.
first thing that happened.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because it was combat. Because she got to roll.
She
a die,
got to
an
roll
attack
on
dice.
combat.
She got
die.
to, yeah. Like when we finish streaming, I'm gonna have to go back and hear how the scream sounded on, like over like the mic.
I
Oh,
didn't
I'm sorry, but
hear
you're
it.
gonna be
I don't
you're gonna be
think anybody
disappointed.
heard it.
Yeah.
The mic was
No.
too far away.
That's
Yeah.
fine. It was loud. My ears were ringing and my throat has hurt this whole time since
If it
I've
makes
done
you
it.
feel any better, I definitely reacted to silence. So I was like, oh.
We all
I-
react. We could we could hear just a teeny
Fuck.
tiny bit, but like otherwise it was mostly silent. But we reacted otherwise.
Fuck,
I like
that's
how
kinda-
I like how we all did that too.
It's kind of disappointing then, but
No,
no,
It is, but you're gonna listen. You're gonna find that out anyway. So
yeah, I'm not gonna watch it then.
Jake,
I'm
Jake,
sorry, bud.
add in a Wilhelm scream in
Will do.
post.
Yeah.
No, 'cause,
we,
like-
we got it in
Yeah.
post. Don't worry, Toby.
No, because I put that because like I didn't want the mic to be like right here when I scream because that would have been loud. That would hurt everybody's ears.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, I'll put it like right here, and it'll because I screamed loud. I scared my dog.
Aw.
You
You
jerk.
weren't like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna scream, dog. Please just brace yourself.
By the way, dog, I'm about to stream. Ah!
It was blood curdling on my end.
Yeah, I noticed that nobody told the police, so you must not have any neighbors that care.
I do. No, I'm in like the middle of my house, and my neighbors are like 4 acres away
Hmm.
that way, and I don't have any over there, over there.
Favorite moments. Whose turn? I think it
Yeah,
was.
second favorite moment. Who, the rest of you?
Mine was faking out that high five, and then my patron telling me nice.
Nice.
Those are always the best parts when he approves of me causing mischief and trickeries.
Extreme mischief.
I guess mine was either the fun dipping a child.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Just like Reek, hold on.
That was very funny.
He's like,
That was-
what is that? It's sugar. Do you like it?
What am I supposed to? What is amazing? What is it? I forgot he's 6. However, I feel like at 6, if I had sugar, I'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? What is this stuff?
Why'd you dip my hand in salt?
I think it's I just really like as 6. I mean as Rance, I love the Vistani people because yeah, they I constantly talk about names and their power and like, what's your name? Like, fuck you. No.
Rance, here's the thing. That's just what people say to each other when they introduce themselves.
Yeah.
That's what
I know
I say
it's-
to people.
Yeah,
It's been
but
a long time since you've met anybody because of
Nobody's
all
asked for
this COVID
6's
shit.
name.
Okay, that's
Uh.
true. That's in character. That's that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So whenever somebody asks him what his is, he's like, you have ulterior motives. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck
Rance,
you.
I feel like we're playing very, at least ideologically similar mindsets. We both kind of have trust issues. We're both.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't say we're both.
You're both low charisma characters, and it's manifesting in the way that you interact with people.
Yeah.
I like
I'm
there
just a
being a
low
reason
charisma
why
person.
why your charisma is a certain score. I'm really interested in the charisma stat. So like, it like are you uncharismatic because people don't like the way you look? Is it because you simply don't know how to interact? Is it because you don't know social customs? Is it because you're too young to be taken seriously?
You're two little boys.
All these different things. I like to find the reasons why low charisma scores exist and like how they are implemented in role play. And I like that you guys are like doing a very good job at role playing.
I'm not
low charisma
role
characters.
playing a low charisma. I'm just playing. Oh my god, Thomas, that's the worst insult.
So Cinna, in that regard, Cinna is someone who I've noticed is very chatty, which I feel like is mostly to your play style. Very chatty, but at the same time, doesn't open up herself much. And that's a sort of way that like charisma can be like your way of influencing people. And if you're not like a two-way street kind of someone who is willing to share as much as you're asking of someone, then you're not going to be able to influence people as much. And I feel like that's a good way that Cinna is being represented as a low charisma character.
Well, anytime I share, I get made fun of. I told you guys day one that I had a cool magical item that produced mayonnaise, and y'all just sat there and laughed at me.
I love your mayonnaise jug.
I haven't used it though.
Wait, hold on, I have a question.
Yes.
Is
sir.
there whenever you refill it and it's let's say it's not empty, does the stuff just go away or does it just like
It's
still have
magic, man. You just hand
Gotta
wave
chug
all
it
that shit.
before it. You gotta
Um,
chug it.
You could chug it. It's 8 gallons of mayonnaise. I don't know if you'd be feeling
like
very good.
do it? Mayonnaise.
Maybe
Jake, what
it's-
was your second favorite
20,000.
part in this session?
I'm gonna be a little selfish. It is gonna be something I did.
Go no, absolutely. Toot your own damn horn.
Yeah,
Did
I'm
that as
gonna
well.
toot my fucking butt. That'd be really funny if I farted. Then I just didn't have one in the chamber.
How is this?
You always gotta keep it loaded.
So yeah, so I kind of gave off a little bit more of Cinna's personality during the conversation with the kid and what souls were. I was just kind of like, you know, being kind of like a snobby little intellectual.
I did like that.
Intellectual. Yeah, actually, there are 2 different types of souls classically.
Actually.
You also forgot like the soles of shoes, but I didn't.
Yes.
No, I didn't.
You said feet, but not shoes.
You said feet, but not
they're
shoes.
the same thing.
No.
Shoes and feet are the same thing.
Shoes and feet are
Oh
the same
man,
thing.
what?
They're
Are you
both-
telling me?
I'm sorry. What the
This
fuck
is
did
a shoe?
what the fuck did you just say?
What sort of artificer are
Why are
you?
you doing
Is
this?
this a shoe?
And with that,
This is a shoe.
I think we're gonna end this.
Yeah, stood up.
Twitch. Thank you for tuning in this
Oh my
week.
God.
Shoes and feet are the same. All right.